Hey you guys, welcome back. Another episode of Music in the Stars. This one focused exclusively on the upcoming full moon eclipse in the sign of Libra. Let's check it out. All right. Eclipse. What does the eclipse mean? We have the traditional meaning, yet I really want to put it out there. What do you think it means? What's the intuitive meaning within you? I'm going to give you what I feel, but what's the intuitive meaning of the eclipse within you? Some people get super excited about the eclipse. Other people actually are afraid of it. They want to hide from it, you know. Traditionally, the eclipse is a time of pause. It's a time of reassessment, a time to take a moment, look within, and reassess what's happening with the self. Which I love that. I love tradition personally. I think tradition is an amazing foundation that we need in order to have something solid to stand upon, yet from that solid place evolve, move, grow, expand. Enter the intuition. A couple places I go, one, okay, the moon, a lunar eclipse. That's what we're focusing on now. We'll get to the solar eclipse in a couple of weeks, but right now the lunar eclipse, the moon, feelings, emotions. Esoterically speaking, I'm going to jump to that. Okay, let's bump into the tarot. Esoterically speaking, the moon rules corporeal intelligence. It's the automatic consciousness, the subconsciousness. You have that in two places, right? You have the high priestess, which is associated with the moon, and then you have the actual moon card itself. It's insinuating the subconsciousness, the automatic consciousness that we do not have to think about within ourselves, that causes things to happen within our bodies like breathing, the heartbeat, blood pumping through our system, anything that we don't have to consciously focus our attention on. This is ruled by the lunar movements, the lunar cycles, the lunar energy. That is now being eclipsed. Right now, there's almost a severance, which gives us an opportunity to disassociate. And we can actually look within ourselves. We can look at this automatic consciousness. We can look at the subconsciousness, the unconsciousness, from a different perspective. And we ask ourselves things like, who are you? And I want to differentiate something here. It's not who am I in this sense, because that's sort of coming from an inner place, asking an outer, who am I? But it's more like flipping that, where through that disconnect of the eclipse, you can, boom, go to the other side and be like, who are you? What is your relationship to yourself? How is that relationship to yourself affecting all of your relationships around you? Now, I'm talking about relationships now because this is in the sign of Libra. So let's remember what Libra means. Libra, ruled by Venus, matters of the heart, matters of love, matters of how we connect with one another, matters of our relationships with our families, our spouses, our children, our parents, our community, anywhere where we connect with another being or group of beings. Are we in balance with that connection? Are we out of balance? Are we in harmony? Now, I'm throwing out a bunch of words here, but these are all associated with Libra, and that's what this is all about. Now, I want to take note, this is actually going to affect anyone with a moon in Libra, especially around 5 degrees Libra, because that's where the eclipse is actually taking place. For example, me, I have a moon in Libra, so this, and I feel this. I'm definitely sensing a reassessment in myself, really checking in with who I am, how I feel, my connection with my relations. How can I be better? Because I do want to evolve and I do want to grow and look at the things that are holding me back. Let's talk about the heart. You know, Libra, ruled by Venus, the heart. Are there places where I'm limiting myself? Fear? Not allowing myself to connect more deeply with those around me? The eclipse gives me a chance to pop out of that pattern, to look deeper in myself and ask certain questions. And if I can be honest with myself, if I can be really truthful with myself, there's an opportunity to grow. There's an opportunity to evolve and really change who I am. This moon, for example, Monday, the eclipse, in the sign of Libra. After that, it's going to move into Scorpio around Thursday. So at that point, whatever I learn, when I apply myself and really check in with myself, whatever I learn, whatever intentions I set moving forward, are going to start to integrate on Thursday. It's going to move the moon in Scorpio. I'm going to sense it, feel it. It's way more visceral. It's going to start to meld and become one. Saturday, it moves into Sagittarius, meaning what I learn, what I intend, whatever now becomes a part of me will expand my consciousness, will expand my being and take root into the new person. But it's not like an automatic thing that's going to happen, because this is something we have to do the work. We have to show up and be willing to be honest with ourselves, be truthful with where we're at, and make the intention to let it go, make the intention to move toward something new. In a way, I'm using the traditional model. I'm going to reassess. I'm going to check myself out, see what's going on. Yet within that traditional model, I'm going to bring in my own intuition, my own sense of understanding of myself, understanding of how I can move forward through that disconnect, through that momentary time period of that eclipse, giving me an opportunity to look from a different perspective. You change your angle of perception, and by doing so, you change your whole being. You change the entire way that you perceive life, and that's what the eclipse gives us an opportunity to do. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Am I way out of line? Does that resonate with you? How do you feel with that? What are you going to do with this eclipse? And again, I did mention it affects people with a moon in Libra more so, yet it affects all of us. It's an opportunity for all of us to check in, see what's going on, how can we be better, and then move from there. Thank you so much. Please leave a comment below. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I very much look forward to seeing you in the next video.